Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. So it's that time of year and it is prom season. So I wanted to give you guys a makeup idea. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys this prom look makeup tutorial. So I have a bunch of products here. We're going to start from the beginning. So face makeup, eye makeup, the whole thing. And yeah, so let's get started. So I'm going to start out by applying some primer. So I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is like one of the best primers. And you really want to focus it on the center of your face, forehead. I already did my eyebrows. I'm using this Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I really like this one because if you use a BB cream, you might look more oily in a photo than you would by using an actual foundation. So I recommend you use an actual foundation, but I just really like this one because it's full coverage and still lightweight. A couple drops of that on the back of my hand, and then I take my beauty blender and dot this all over my face. Now I'm going in with my absolute favorite concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just going to highlight under my eyes and the bridge of my nose. And so far, this is basically how I would always apply my makeup. And then before I blend in my concealer under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the NYX Wonder Stick and go into the cream contour side and just cream contour my cheekbones and my nose. A little bit under my chin, around my forehead. And then I'm going back in with my beauty blender and blending all of this out. And especially on your nose, you really want to blend those lines because you don't want to have lines on your nose in pictures. And I'm just going to take the concealer under my eyes and just drag it down and then up. Not dragging, but I'm tapping it out in a triangle shape. And I don't apply my concealer in a triangle shape because that would use a lot more concealer, and you don't need that much with this concealer. I feel like super full coverage, so I don't want too much concealer under my eyes because that might cause it to crease and look cakey. And then whatever is left, I'm just applying to my lids because it'll help act as a base for our eyeshadow later on. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics translucent powder, and I'm going to set underneath my eyes. This, I like to tap it out into the lid. I'm using this Real Techniques brush that has like a flat edge. But first, what I've been doing lately is I like to use some MAC Fix Plus or like this NYX priming spray, and I just spray this. And I like to do that because it helps the powder to kind of stick a little bit under your eyes more, but don't do it when your face is still like too wet, but it just kind of helps to freshen your foundation after it's been drying on your face for a little bit and the powder doesn't stick as well, and sometimes that can make your face look cakey, I find. So I just take my brush now into the powder and just pack it underneath my eyes and my chin, just because, and also my chin and my forehead with whatever's left on my brush for now. That's just a temporary baking powder under our eyes because we're going to do the eyeshadow, so I don't want any fallout because I'm going to be using more glitter than I usually do. And yes, you can do your foundation and stuff before or after your eyeshadow look, but I find that then my foundation kind of is like in the way with the eyeshadow on my eyes, so I just like to still do my face first, and then the rest of like my face base is kind of done, but the rest of my like bronzer and stuff will do afterwards, and then the eyeshadow won't really interfere with that. That's just kind of how I like to do my face makeup. So today I'm using the Huda Beauty new nude palette, just because these are some really pretty shades in here and I love this palette. So I'm going to start out in the shade Bare, and I'm going to do a cut crease today but with like a glittery lid. So I'm just really focusing this eyeshadow base into my crease. Now I'm adding the shade Play, and just adding this right into the crease and a little bit above the crease, because that's where we're going to start to blend these shadows. Now I'm adding the shade Secret. I'm just adding this right over top. And now I'm going to go into the shade Tickle and adding this right over top. I'm just really blending these shades in so we get a really pretty crease. And now I'm adding the shade Tease, which is a little bit deeper, and I'm adding that to the outer half of the crease. And now I'm going into the shade Spanked and Love Bite, which are a pink and a more purpley color. I'm just adding this over top, and just like I said, really just blending all these shadows. I just want a really pretty shade in the crease here. And now I'm going into the shade Teddy and adding this to the inner half of the crease. Like, it's just gonna make the shades look super blended and kind of soften up the inner half of the crease here. And now one of the great things about this palette has a little concealer right there. So I'm going to go into that concealer and I'm just going to add this and cut my crease. Cutting my crease all the way across and dragging that out. Now I'm going in with a flat eyeshadow brush into these glitter shades, which is one of the main reasons why I picked this palette today. And I'm going to go into the shade Excite. Just going to apply this all over my lids here. I'm also going to use a little bit of the Infatuated glitter as well. I'm going to use the same flat eyeshadow brush and just spray it with some Matte Fix Plus to sort of get it to be damp so it can really pick up this glitter, and I'm going to go over and do a second coat of glitter. Now I'm just going to dust off the powder that's underneath my eyes. I'm just going to, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to just reapply it. To spray my face and reapply this underneath my eyes. I'm going to start some more face makeup. While that's sitting, I'm going to apply my Benefit Hoola bronzer. Go back in with my translucent powder and just clean up underneath my contour, and also just down the very center of my nose. Sort of helps just add a highlight. And I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow blending brush that I only use for contour, and I'm going to contour my nose. And I'm going in with my beauty blender. I'm just tapping some of this contouring out on my nose. And then I'm going back in with my flat powder brush and just dusting this out. So I'm bringing this powder down and then swiping this powder under my eyes. And the powder just sort of helps give you a cleaner line on the edge of your eyeshadow. Now if I was to put foundation, I'd be blending my foundation around that eyeshadow right now, and I don't know, I just don't like doing that. Go back in with my beauty blender again and just sort of pat all of the powder and everything into my skin so that none of it creases. And my beauty blender is still slightly damp, so you kind of want that too. And now there's no fallout underneath your eyes. I'm gonna go back to the eyes and finish up now that the contouring and everything is done. And I'm going to go in to the shade Tease, add this to my lower lash line, and then to highlight the eyes, I'm going to go into the shade Daydream, which is this really pretty shade, and I'm just adding this to my inner corner, and I'm also adding the shade Crave to my brow bone. Now I'm going to use some NYX Matte Black Liquid Liner, adding my wing, and now I'm just going to go in and add some lashes. And now I'm just using this Tarte black liner to line my waterline, adding a little bit of mascara to blend the lashes, and also just adding some to my lower lash line. Now that the eyes are finally done, I'm going to add some blush. So I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Blush in the shade Winter Kissed. I'm just going to apply some of this, just a little bit to my forehead, add some color back into your face after all of that extra foundation and everything, and a little bit to the tip of my nose. I like this blush because it's super buildable. One wing always turns out better than the other wing. That's why they have lashes. I'm going to add my highlighter. So I'm using this highlighter from Kylie again in the shade Ice Me Out. Just using this smaller face brush, and I'm just going to apply this. I love this highlighter so much. A little to my nose, blend it out with my finger. I'm going to go back with my beauty blender because you don't want to look that oily. And then on my Cupid's bow, beauty blender, and just tap some of this out. I'm actually going to use the powder brush and just tap a little bit of this highlighter out. And same thing above my lip. And then I'm just going to use my beauty blender for the highlight on the rest of my face. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender over my lips to sort of make them more neutral before we apply lip color. Add the leftover powder as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of my highlighter back. I'm just going to use my finger, just tap a little bit. And then I'm going to also just use a smaller eyeshadow brush and just add a little pop of this to my inner corners. Using the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Souffle, and I'm just going to line my lips. And then for my lip color, I'm using this Kylie lipstick. This is a matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Bear, and I'm just applying this right over top. It's such a nice neutral shade. So you can also apply a gloss over this lip, but I like the way that it looks just like this. So the great thing about having a matte lip is that it just lasts for a super long time, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. Especially, I know Kylie lip products stay on for so long. You can eat and drink and it doesn't come off. So it's definitely a great product to try out, and just bring a little lip gloss with you in case it does start to come off, so you don't have like an outline on your lips. So that the gloss is just quicker to apply, you don't really need a mirror as much, and it will just kind of help blend. If you have like a lip liner on, it'll help blend it in so your lips don't look bad during, like, throughout the night. So yeah, so this is the finished look. So that's it for today's, oh, one more thing before I forget. You also need to use some setting spray. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I want it to last all night. So now that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. We used a bunch of different products, and obviously you can use a different eyeshadow palette and use like different colors if you wanted, just the same techniques or similar products in the same colors, whatever, but you can just kind of still use this tutorial as kind of a base to apply your own look to. It's like kind of like inspiration for your own look if you don't have the exact same products. And yeah, so the other thing I was going to use was like a MAC pigment for the eyeshadow for like the lids, so that would work as well if you didn't have a palette that had a glitter in it like that. So there's different ways that you can kind of use this tutorial. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button when you subscribe. It's right next to it to turn on my post notifications so you're notified when I upload every single new video. I upload a new video every week, so be sure to go check out last week's video. You guys can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat at Victoria Costanz, and on Twitter at Vic Costanz, so make sure you go follow me on there. And let me know down below in the comments if you guys are going to prom this year and if you try this makeup look out. And if you do try this makeup look out, you can post it on Instagram and tag me, and that would be really cool. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!